Diel, Marissa, what happened to my parents?
They went on a mission.
I know they didn't. Why can't you tell me the truth?
Princess Celestia, don't shout.
Those are my parents!
And we are telling you what happened.
Maybe we should tell her the truth. She keeps asking every few days.
No, Queen and King told us not to. She will be 18 soon. She will understand.
Whatever you say, Dale.
I don't know what happened to my parents 10 years ago. I asked everyone and all the answers were somewhat the same. They went on a mission. Although that can happen, it just wasn't Mom and Dad. They never went on missions. The guards did that. The generals. The advisors. Not the Queen and King. They stayed. They ruled. They tucked me in at night and braided my hair before sunrise ceremonies. And then they vanished. I miss my parents and I want to find out the truth. I was 7 when I last saw them, and they didn't say goodbye. No, we'll be back soon, no final hug, just silence. But Belle, our head maid, the only one who never looked away when I asked questions, once told me something I've never forgotten. Belle, where's Mom and Dad?
They left you a letter, Celestia. You can open it when you turn 18. And you will understand everything, sweetie.
And that's tomorrow. Belle was already in my room, humming softly as she opened the curtains. Sunlight spilled across the room like golden silk. Then she woke me up.
Princess, good morning and happy 18th birthday.
It's today. The letter. I threw the covers off and scrambled out of bed, nearly tripping over my own feet. Belle, where's the letter?
You remembered.
Of course I remembered. You told me they left it for me, that I could open it when I turned 18. That's today, so where is it?
It's not hidden, Celestia. Not anymore. It's waiting. Where your parents left it. The place they last stood before they vanished.
The throne room. The guards bowed as I passed, but I didn't stop. Not for the courtiers who whispered as I brushed past them. Not for the dressmakers fussing over last-minute ball gowns. The throne room hadn't changed in 10 years. 2 thrones stood tall and silent at the end of the grand hall. One lined with sapphire velvet, the other pale as ice, carved from ancient snow oak. My mother's and father's, untouched, waiting. I stepped in slowly, as if the ghosts of memory might shatter if I moved too quickly. And there it was. A small silver box. I reached for it. The second my fingers touched the box, a sudden chill ran up my spine, like the air itself had stopped breathing. My fingertips burned cold. A pulse echoed through the floor. Magic. My magic?
My dearest Celestia, if you're reading this, then you are no longer a child. The moment has come. There is so much we wanted to tell you, but no way to explain it safely. You are more than a princess. You are a Frostborn, a bearer of ancient magic, bound by ice, blood, and time. Your powers may have already begun to stir, the cold in your fingertips, the way snow falls harder when you're upset. This is only the beginning. You come from a line of guardians, but our bloodline is cursed too. With power comes danger. With truth comes enemies. They will come for you now. They will fear you. Trust Belle. Trust your instincts. And whatever you do, stay away from the Fire Prince. Love always mother and father.
My fingers were numb, but not from the paper. The air around me had dropped to freezing. Tiny frost blooms curled along the stone floor beneath me.
Princess!
They poured in, their eyes wide with horror as they saw the frost crawling up the walls, the frost pouring out of me. No, stop. I didn't mean... But a guard drew his sword, and that's when the panic fully took me. I turned, sprinting toward the eastern corridor. Behind me, I heard Belle shouting for them to stand down, but I didn't stop. I didn't want any of this.
You're new here?
Maybe a shapeshifter like Damon?
I barely took 2 steps in when...
Well, did the Ice Princess come to play?
I grabbed my dagger, but he was already in front of me. Tall, broad-shouldered, dressed in dark clothes, his black hair tousled, and his ice-blue eyes glinting like they enjoyed the chase. Damon.
Easy. If you stab me, I'll only bleed a little. You, however, might just melt.
Let me go. He plucked the dagger from my fingers in one swift move, tossing it behind him without breaking eye contact.
Bad manners, showing up uninvited, breaking into my training ground, threatening me with a butter knife.
You train here?
Among other things. Now tell me, princess, why is the entire kingdom screaming your name like it's a curse?
You heard.
Everyone heard. Frostborn, huh? Did they tell you what that means? What you are?
I don't know anything, I didn't ask for this. He looked at me for a long moment. Then for the first time, the smugness faded just enough to show something else. Recognition. Like he knew what it was like to be hunted. Hated. Alone. He stepped back, tossed me back my dagger.
Lucky for you, I know how to disappear, and I know exactly what you are. Unfortunately, so do they.
So what now?
Now, you do what I say or you die. Don't worry, princess. I don't bite.
Morning came cold and silent. I waited until I heard him move to the back room, then quietly slipped toward the door, boots barely brushing the stone floor. Three steps from the exit, 2.
Guards!
My heart exploded in my chest as I jumped back, dagger flying into my hand before I even processed it. But when I spun, he was leaning against the doorframe, arms crossed, grin wide.
Relax, Frostbite. Just wanted to see how fast you'd run.
You think this is funny? This isn't a game.
No, but watching you try to sneak out barefoot was.
Fine. You want me to stay? Then we do this my way.
Your way?
Yes, we team up. We figure out what's happening, but you follow my rules.
Your Majesty.
1. No sneaking up on me.
No promises.
2. No calling me Frostbite, Princess Popsicle, or anything involving snow.
What about Ice Queen?
No.
Fine, you're no fun.
3. No touching.
You're the one who walked into my house.
You pinned me to a wall.
Actually a tree.
4. You tell me the truth, always. No lies, no riddles.
Deal?
I'm serious, Damon.
What makes you think I'm not Princess Celestia?